All right, on another project. So, this is for our grinder side. We are in the middle of a town for a housing development. So yeah, stuff's just a oversized Christmas tree lot or something. Anyways, gotta cut this. Processor's gonna come in, they're gonna get logs and pulp, whatever they can to help the grinder out, and then the rest goes in the grinder to hog fuel. Cut the stumps a little higher. That helps when our land clearing side comes behind the logging side. They can find the stumps, because we cannot leave any stumps behind for the dirt work guys. It's part of our contract. So dirt work guys, they just come and move dirt. They're not here to move brush or stumps, so that's our job. Brush rake, looks like 24-inch bucket for the 225 that's coming in today. But this place is a dump. That whole barn's full of, like, I think it's grass seed. I think huge bags of grass seed. And there's nothing but windows and doors here. I think the guy was a contractor or something, and when he'd remodel houses or tear down houses, he'd bring everything here. I'm talking years of stuff. And then eventually over time, people just started driving in here off the old highway over here and dumping their trash too. So, but yeah, there's you name it. Dishwasher. Went inside yesterday, there wasn't much in there. Well, there's more windows and doors, but some of this stuff was like in new. Like there's a brand new, this window's brand new. Still have the, and it's the, yeah, that one was brand new at one time. This one might have been too. Like it has the bands around it still. I don't get it. Anyway, I'm assuming the construction company, they're just gonna put her all in the dump. But yeah, so this is the last strip I got. I don't know, it might be an acre or two. I do have a little strip over there by another road. I was waiting for someone to come watch me by the road. Not concerned about the trees over there, because they're 6-inch Christmas trees. I'm concerned about my chips if someone drove by. So we're gonna have someone watch. But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff out in the trees here. Found a Bowflex machine. If it was in better shape, I might have taken it home. Look at more windows. Metal. Yeah. It's like a bunch of tires out there. So you gotta be careful when I'm cutting, but luckily there's not much underbrush, so I can see what I'm doing. So anyways, this is my Thursday project. I was in here yesterday. It was like 9 to 12 acres total. Maybe nine trees and 12 clearing acres. But I would have had it on the ground if the construction company wasn't over there where I needed to be. And they were quitting around 5, and I was like, well, I already started at 4, so I'm not gonna work till past 5 o'clock tonight. So yeah, give me something to do today, and then low boy out tomorrow. Yep. So in the corn patch here, like I said, leaving these high stumps for our land clearing side. get what he can out of the tree, whether it's a short log and a piece of pulp or pulp, anything to help the grinder out, even though the grinder will eat every one of these things. It's just more money in the bank. That grinder doesn't have to grind. Anyways, this stuff's pretty bad. Right next to me, so try to cut this way, I guess, and maybe do one or two at a time. And people are so clueless when it comes to working around stuff like this. They think it's neat. Machines do fail, man, or I could lose a tree or break a tree out. Have this city work for all I care. Just the amount of stupidness you gotta go through here. I've only been here 2 days and I've had enough of it. If they would give me a couple minutes, I would be out of their way and it would be safe. Sucks, but it's just how the world goes, I guess. More development, which more housing development kind of gives me an idea that the economy's doing okay. It means maybe the timber prices will be better. I don't know. Because last year we didn't have crap for grinding housing development, so maybe well, this year we're slamming like 14 plus jobs for the grinder in the summer. It's pretty crazy. So that's good, because the grinder side makes good money. mailboxes. I think that's they're tying into a water main there. And whoever put in the side off the highway over to here is 3/10 off. And apparently, well, that's no good. So they cannot continue their job until whoever put that water line in, that main line, comes and redoes their mess up. Sounds like an expensive mess up, because I don't know if that building's tied into that water main or what, but not good. So yeah, that's why I can finish my spot over here, because those guys they're at a stop until someone fixes the issue down here. Man, I'm gonna have an early day as quick as this is going. But I better not stretch for that one. My luck, I'll lose it. It'll go crashing over. But they're bringing a hoe in here today, so we're bringing a loader, processor, and one of our road builders in. So I guess I could probably jump on one of those 3 machines to fill my day out. Some guy on their crew logged before, thought he could do it cheaper, and then they had us come grind their mess, their slash pile, which was so filthy that we could not get rid of the hog fuel. It was not sellable. It had so much dirt in it. And then we warned them that we ground that up for them, and we said, hey, you gotta stir this pile like all the time, these hog fuel piles and chip piles, because they'll combust. And man, they went too long, and all of a sudden got alert on my phone that there was a fire in our town on this app that we got, and sure enough, their mulch pile was on fire, and they were out there at midnight with hoses trying to put it out. Pretty funny. So yeah, we'll bring in our big Mobart grinder. It's a 6600, like over 1,000 horsepower cat in it, and we'll turn all this debris that is not pulp or sawlogs into hog fuel, and we'll sell it. So pretty amazing, you know, how we do the process, and it's awesome because everything gets used for something. It doesn't just get burnt or, you know, in a landfill. So the grinder's probably a week out, which is fine because I'll give the stripping crew some time to get in here, get some piles ready, and then we gotta get the logs out of the way, obviously. picking through this crap. I don't know how much he wants to go to the grinder and how much he wants to make into pulp logs. So he said just throw it in one pile, he'll deal with it. Alright. Have at it. That grinder will eat all through this, no problem. I don't even know why we're messing with trying to get logs out of it. But they got a method. I'm just a dumb operator. So far. The reason I lose some of them is because the branches are so bushy, it pushes them out when you go to cut another one.